I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. 2 teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Vikings going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run. Now it's Boykin. Gets it to Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run for the first time with Jeremy Langford. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Now they'll throw it with Boykin. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, Boykin. And he's able to find Diggs. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They'll look to run with Langford. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jeremy Langford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Wilson. It's caught. Baldwin. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Play action. It's Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll dump it off to Procise. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, Hyde. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air this out for Baldwin. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Second down now after the incompletion. And back to the ground. Hyde takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They go play action with Wilson, and he finds Jimmy Graham. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They'll run for it with Hyde. Able to get get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Rudolph has it left side. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, Murray. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice gain.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Michael Bennett's versatility, being able to play any position along the defensive front, allows him to make those types of plays. He finds good matchups and gets into the offensive backfield.
And there it works for a tackle for loss. From midfield now, Boykin. Looking for his tight end, Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Boykin. Quick hitch, complete. It's Gordon. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Out of the gun, Boykin. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Boykin. Going with a screen for Murray. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long for Boykin. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Here's Wilson to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. First down, a run with Hyde. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there.
They go play action now. Wilson. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. The swing pass caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And his kick is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing here, Boykin on first. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it at the 22-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. So, all right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Carlos Hyde, see you later. The 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Carlos Hyde, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Here's Boykin to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. Oh, fighting off the defender. Murray has the first down and more. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Eric Weddle's one of my favorite players in the league, Brandon. A guy that always seems to be in the right place at the right time, making a play on the football. And he has excellent hands, as we just saw there.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive lineman They play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On second down, here's Boykin. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Now it's Boykin. And he's able to find Diggs. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets them up 1st and goal. So now it's 1st and goal. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Back to the ground, this time Langford. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now it's Boykin. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will tie us at 24 all. So 3 points is the outcome, but probably not what they're looking for given the drive that they were on.
Yeah, things were looking good. You had it 1st and goal, but then the offense sputters a bit, and they're forced to settle for a field goal.
This is taken at his full. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down at the 28. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They start the drive with Hyde, and not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. To throw is Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On 1st and 10. It's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And some room to work. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll give to Hyde. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Carlos Hyde. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Boykin on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Again, it's Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Boykin. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Give running right, it's Hyde. And he's got room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hyde, 3rd and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Carlos Hyde punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And on 2nd and 10 now. They go with Murray again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Now Boykin, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28, and they have the football and will take over at at the 24-yard line. That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes.